Hey there guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the Ultimate RTG. And what is going on here? The posters, they're no more. Feels bad, but they saw some good times. Messi and Hullet in the same pack. But really, I've just made some upgrades to the setup. Yesterday, I cleared out the room. I haven't moved rooms. I've just cleared everything out. It was echoing like mad. Dropped in the foam, so that should fix the audio. And then we've got new lighting as well, just to make some upgrades for FIFA 20. So if it does look a little bit better, drop it in the comment section. If you are new around here, click the subscribe button. Also leave a like, that is much appreciated. But what has come out on the game? Well, content from EA, not so much. This is a Twitch Prime promo. So if you have got Amazon Prime, you're going to get some free packs. If you haven't got Amazon Prime, you can try it for free if you've never done it before. And what that will give you as well, not only the packs, but a free Twitch Prime subscription that you can use on whatever channel you like. But if you are subscribed to mine, you're going to be entered into those FIFA 20 giveaways. So essentially, you're getting free packs and a chance to win a FIFA 20. So if you want to know how to do all of this, link in the description. There'll be a link to the Amazon page, or I'll just link my Twitter, so you can click the Twitter page and I've explained everything that you need to know. So what we did is redeem it on the RTG. Now, if this came out at the start of FIFA 20, I don't think I would do it because it would give us an unfair advantage. But as we're in July, why not, you know? So I've linked up my account to Twitch, and that's one thing that I hadn't done. Like, I've been watching the EA event, the pro scene, and as they give you like the kits, maybe a 50k pack or a players pack, I haven't really been receiving anything because I forgot to link my account. But it's all good. We have Twitch Prime pack, contains 4 gold rare players, one with a minimum of 86. So we're gonna get a walkout, and the next one is an 87. So if you're someone that really doesn't open too many packs, you could save it for the next batch of informs. Like, we could get special cards, overpowered cards, who knows. Twitch Prime though, let's see what we're getting. Go on. What's it gonna give me? Well, it has to be a walkout, right? Is it gonna be a special one though? Surely. Yes, it is. Man of the match? No, it isn't. Oh, Europa. Striker. Adori? No. It wouldn't be Adoris. Who's that? Oh no, 88. Yo, that's really good. That's a good rating. Oh my god. 88. But I don't think they're tradable. That's the only problem with these. But 88 overall, can I do an SBC right now? I could if EA released content. What are they doing? What came out yesterday? Was it Robin? Oh, no. I didn't stream on Monday. I think Robin came out on Monday. Yesterday, we received like some marquee matchups. Something similar to that gives us like election player packs. Oh, there's my man of the match. So yeah, that's the pack that you're going to receive. If you get someone playable, I know someone that got a road to the final Sterling, which is a pretty good pull. And that's what I want to do today. I want to go through like the best team of the seasons in each position, just to give you guys a better understanding of players that I would use. So if you are wanting to make some changes to your squad, you can follow some ideas. But yeah, it's not bad really. If we're doing nothing, like if you already have Amazon Prime, easy. If you haven't, you can get it for free. So you're just getting free cards on the game. But let's go and take a little look at my best players in each position. So really today's video is all about going through the best players in each position, but something later tonight is coming out. Wednesday, usually we have a team of the week. Instead, it's going to be replaced with a Team of the Week promo. So from what I've seen, all this leaked information, we're going to have a guaranteed rating from one SBC and the other. So my guess is like 83 plus, 84, 87. And that could be really handy if we decide to do an Icon SBC. Now, I don't want to sell Griezmann, but if it means we can sell him, we can enjoy the account, opening up some inform packs, as well as unlocking an Icon, I think that's something that I'd rather do instead of just sitting here and not really having any content. But Thursday is when it's going down, which is tomorrow. Foot Champ rewards, we'll be able to make some more coins and possibly make some upgrades. So hope you still enjoy today's video. So going through best players in each position, starting off with the goalkeepers. Oblak, I've never had the chance to play with him in Ultimate Team or Rivals, but when I have had him in the draft and coming up against him, he seems like a really good goalkeeper. He's got okay height, being 6'2", but these kind of stats, the handling, reflex saves, positioning, I would like to eventually bring him to the starting 11. So if that means eventually we go to a Ramos, well, how do I get a link to him? Maybe use someone like Lucas Hernandez. So that's something that we can consider. These two, right? So Edison is the goalkeeper that I would prefer to use over Alisson if I was personally using him. But Alisson, for me, he's similar to like a Desai. Like some games he play really, really well, and then other games you just can't rely on him. But every time I face this guy, he is the best keeper. He's better than Van der Sar. Like, that is the worst keeper you want to face, Alisson. For some reason, he works for my opponents, and then sometimes he works for me. But those are the 3 best team of the season goalkeepers, in my opinion, that you can go for. With the keepers being pushed aside, we do have the fullbacks. And with the best right back on the game, Danny Da Costa, I don't have it any other way. He is the best, and a lot of pros were using him at the event. The pace, the power, just an awesome fullback, and that's one of the reasons why you see him being used in pretty much every single team. We've got a good runner-up though, which is Denzel Dumfries. Some people actually prefer him over Da Costa. I can't see it. Like, he's good in game, but he just doesn't really have the presence that Da Costa provides. It's a bit of a weird one. But Denzel Dumfries, you could argue he's easier to get into the team. You have that Footies Lozano, you've got Hullet, the Icon Chemistry, De Ligt, Virgil van Dijk. There are better Dutch players than there are Germans. And then we have Attel in the 3rd position. He's really good. 5-star FIFA, 4-star skills, very cheap on the game, and surprisingly plays just really well in game. And it was only yesterday that I played a draft and I had him and I won it. And once again, my draft rewards just awful. We did get a man of the match though. Oh no, sorry, it was a 1 to watch, Boateng, and we discarded him for like 10 or 14,000, 10,000. So we made our coins back with everything else. But the draft rewards are just not really too kind to me. But those are the right backs. We need centre backs. I don't think I mentioned this, but it goes number 1 position, 2nd place, 3rd place. Just so you guys know. But going back to number 1, and we have the freak of nature, Eder Militao, like one of the best team of the seasons to ever grace Ultimate Team. Like, the upgrade from that Future Star version is noticeable, and I was hoping when we eventually got around to redeeming that Liga NOS pack through foot swaps, I would get an untradeable card. I didn't get his red, I didn't get an untradeable blue, I just didn't get him. So one day we will buy him back, and even as a fullback, a centre back, he's just so versatile. Like, some people will still use him as a CDM. I think just continue using him as a centre-back, and he's really the best team of the season to go for. Thiago Silva, only recently I've used the card, and it was in the draft. What a player though. Really consistent going into the tackles. Just love what he's offering. Very good in the air. Don't notice the lack of speed. Like, he's not exactly slow, but when you've got Eder and all of these guys providing like 85 pace, you could argue that, yeah, he's a little bit on the slow side, but everything else is just awesome with the card. Really do rate Thiago Silva. And then we've got De Ligt. Like, you can't really go wrong with this card. Getting a link to VVD, you have Van der Sar, you've got Hullet, you've got all of the Dutch players. Like, you could build a really nice side. But this man, with those stats, that's dangerous. These are really good defenders. Try them out. So this is a little bit of a tough one. Not with the players that I've selected. These are the best 3 on the game for me. If you're looking at team of the seasons, I just don't know where to place a few of them. Like Mendy in the number 1 position, I would have to agree with the 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He's difficult to beat just because he is very well rounded. 5'10", he's got really good jumping. The way he played for me this weekend was just out of this world, and I really felt comfortable with using him at the back. But then I don't know who to put in 2nd position, because every time I use Jordi Alba in the draft, this guy is one of the best performing players. Feels very strong going into the tackle. Surprisingly, he only has 72 strength. I don't know where it comes from. If it is the aggression, if it's just the quality of tackle, the balance, like those stats are phenomenal. If you're wanting to carry him down the line, his tracking back ability, and I do come up against him quite a bit in, well, foot draft or weekend league or anything like that, and when I do, he's really difficult to play against. But Alex Telles, with the jumping, good amount of height, sometimes he lacks the strength, and I don't get that. Like, if anything, Jordi Alba probably feels stronger going into the tackle. I don't know how that makes sense. It's just a bit of a weird one. So these two, I'd say joint 2nd. But Mendy takes number 1. Up next, we do have CDM / center mid, and this is exactly how I would rank them. In number 1 position, Goretzka. How many games have I played already with the card? 253 games. It only feels like yesterday when I did his SBC, and thankfully I did. And if EA were to release like a previous SBC, which is what they're doing right now, they need to bring out Goretzka. For those that never unlock this guy, they need to. 6'2", high work rates. And someone did ask me, would you use like Mateus or Prime Moments Mateus? What are your thoughts on him? Now, I don't have like many thoughts towards the Prime Moments card because I haven't been able to use him. But the Prime, like, it's okay. I just know that if I'm looking for that style of player with the highest high work rates and Goretzka's taller, he just is the better option to go for. I don't know if you guys would agree, but if I was to pick between Mateus and Goretzka, I would go for Goretzka for sure. But that's with me not being able to get my hands on that Prime Moments. Something that we could do eventually, but Goretzka is just amazing. In second position, now the reason why I've put Wijnaldum over Emre Can is because if I was building like a mega team without these two, because remember the side that I had, these were playing together. If I was building a mega team with, let's say, Patrick Vieira, Ruud Gullit, I'd rather Wijnaldum in the starting 11 for the playmaking ability. Like, he was so good going forward and just controlling the game with the way he was dribbling, and then tracking back with his high work rates. He felt so strong as well, breaking up the play. But if you're looking for just like an out-and-out CDM, on the odd occasion he's going to get you goals, Emre Can is rock solid. And I don't know what he's selling at these days, but he was, well, let me check. 250,000. I remember buying him for 300 and I thought it was a bargain. 250 is a really good price. And if you're like using maybe a Fernandinho or a regular version of a Kante, players like that, you're going to want to bring them in. Now, one player that I haven't included in the lineup is Mendes, Thiago Mendes. Now, I haven't used him enough in the weekend league to really put him in this lineup. But in the draft, he's insane. He might be better than Emre Can. I don't know if I'd rather use him over Wijnaldum though. Like I said, if I'm building a mega team, I think Wijnaldum is in there. It's just for third position. I really don't know. You guys can be the judge of that, right? If you've used Emre Can and you've used Mendes, who do you believe is better? Like, you've obviously got more pace from this Mendes. 5'9", 4-star skills, the interceptions, the dribbling. Oh, I don't know. I might put Mendes in there over Emre Can. Yeah, I think Mendes gets third position. For the right mid, right wing, or even right attacking mid, we have 3 players that share the same weak foot. So they're not really ideal go-to players, but the reason why Sterling gets the number 1 position is that he is that consistent coming off the bench for me. I don't really notice the weak foot to be that bad at all, and his dribbling is perfect. You can't really get better than that. If you're looking for a skiller, you're going to use Neymar. If you're looking for just that complete control, Sterling has his own animation, and he is awesome to be brought off the bench in the 80th minute or whenever you're wanting to time waste. And the finishing, he always seems to score as well. I don't notice the lack of weak foot sometimes when this guy is brought on. Love him. He could even start for me, really. But because he's so impactful coming off the bench, that's the way I'm going to use him. I only have a few more games, though, on the loan. Now, with Pepe, the reason why he's in second place and Sancho's in third is the composure. One-on-one with the keeper. When I've used this guy in the draft, he does seem pretty good. And I liked his other, like, was it headliner card before he received this team of the season. And with those stats, it looks pretty meta. It's a shame, though, that the weak foot will affect him sometimes. But yeah, just consistency that I look for. And then Sancho, he's providing the 5-star skills, very light on the ball and really quick. And he's one of those players that I hate playing against, but using him myself in 1v1 situations, I've noticed that it's not always, like, put it this way, you're always going to miss with players, even with 99 composure, but you can feel there's something different with Sancho. Not to say he's never going to score, I just noticed that myself when using him. So Sterling takes number 1. On the opposite side, we do have more wingers that share the same weak foot, but this time it's 4-star, which is ideal. And with Hazard being in first place, he could probably take like best striker, right mid cam, wherever I want to play this guy, he will perform. But if we're comparing him to Team of the Year Neymar or Ronaldinho, or even let's say Mbappe Team of the Year, Sometimes he outperforms them, and other times they play a little bit better. It's just hard to tell. But when you're at this elite level, it doesn't make any difference. The finishing, the dribbling, the physical even, like he feels so strong in game. The stats don't give him justice, or don't do him justice. He is insane. Love him. Mane in second place. I think that he is phenomenal. He offers everything that you would want from a winger. I don't know his best position though. I've tried him in the middle, as a left attacking mid, as a striker. You would think that playing him on the wing to get use out of that pace is best. Sometimes he goes missing for me, and he doesn't really have that like true cutting inside ability that Hazard provides. You can still do it with him, but there is just that unique feel with Hazard that I prefer. Maybe it's his dribbling animation or something, but still I'm pretty good with Mane, and I'll score a lot of goals even with that like tactic of just dropping past players. Mane's awesome, but then Henry in third position, this guy you need to try. If you haven't already, he's about 50,000 coins or 6,000 coins on the game. He is OP, and if you are bringing him off the bench, he's going to drop back, collect the ball, he's going to push on as well, and he just has that knack of scoring all-important goals. He's a beast. Shifting across to those central players, we do have the cams and team of the season Neymar. Oh my. Anyone do the exploit? Well, not so much exploit, but did you get your hands on those codes to try this version? Sometimes he's a little bit too quick for his own good, but when you get used to him, it's all about adjusting. Like when I had that player of the month Hazard for such a long time, and then eventually went on to the team of the season, it took me by surprise, and it's the same with this Neymar. But the dribbling is perfect, the finishing, the passing, the pace, he is the best cam to go for. But in joint first place, now hear me out, in joint first place we have Havertz, and the reason for that is depending on style. Like if you want to drop past players, obviously Neymar. If you're wanting to abuse the meta a little bit more, have that physical presence, win balls in the air, Havertz is the best for it. And I really enjoyed this guy, even like the way he feels on the ball as well, the agility. At times, a little bit heavy. I think that depends on gameplay. But if you are driving forward with that strength, the dribbling, like he can still get past players. And I was able to score some awesome goals. If you didn't see that video, by the way, during Team of the Season, Havertz was like outstanding for me. So I really like him. And if I had his untradeable version, I would use him off the bench. And then Bran in, well, second place. This guy is underrated. Not many people use him, and he's the cheap version of a Havertz. He's providing good height, skill moves, and also weak foot. Then you've got really nice dribbling, that 99 dribbling stat, the finishing, his finesse shots outside the box were really good, and his strength. He feels better on the ball than Havertz, and I don't notice the composure to be that bad. Like, he's very good if you've never used him. Try him out. So the strikers are a little bit tricky. Now, two players that I haven't included, the first one being Mbappe. He would obviously take #1 position, but I use a team of the year so much, I wanted to mix things up. Lacazette. Now, I don't know if I'd rather use Lacazette over Mertens. I'm not sure, or Lacazette over Jovic. He deserves to be mentioned. But Aubameyang in #1 position, this guy is just that complete meta build. He's 6'2", he's got the skill moves and weak foot. I guess the work rates depend on what custom tactics you use and how you can push him into the play. The shooting, he had such a good finish. The jumping, one of the best headers on the game, and with the way he feels on the ball, if the gameplay is good, you really can rip past players. So I thoroughly enjoyed Aubameyang, but then with these two like Jovic, he has the second best shot on the game. #1 is Eusebio, prime moments Eusebio. What a card. This version of Jovic, the team of the season, he's got a glitch finish. Like, he will find the back of the net from stupid angles that you just don't expect him to score from. And then not to mention the physical play you get on the ball, surprisingly very good. He's the complete target man. If you're looking for that style with the 5-star weak foot, ignore the skill moves, it doesn't really kill the card. If he had 4-star skills, he'd be terrifying. But the 5-star weak foot, just that complete finisher. And then Mertens deserves a shout because I bring him off the bench. He's only scored 15 goals for me, but he's just, I like Mertens. He's like, he might not be the best team of the season to go for. Probably like Lacazette would be better to use. But for me personally, this is my list and Mertens has to be in there somehow. He has to be there. But boys, that's where I'm going to be ending today's video. It was a little bit of a short one, but something a little different. And I hope you have enjoyed it. And let me know in the comment section if any of these players that I've announced get into like your best possible side. And if you are actively using them. And if you have enjoyed, please do leave a like. And if you want to see more content like this, then I will release it. But tomorrow we have FUT Champ rewards. Can we pull some really nice reds? And then if we do decide to sell Griezmann, I might be doing some awesome SBCs for the following episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.